everyone, my name is Jolly. Thank you for dropping by this channel again. So for today's video, we are going to paint using the Pantone color of the year for 2023, which is Viva Magenta. I find it hard to achieve this color, but we are going to try it today. So we are actually currently at the hotel and you can see Avery's toys again. So I'm gonna quickly show you guys my setup. Okay, so I just brought my Joby Podzilla. I'm gonna link it down below. So the video is gonna be filmed from the side and I won't be able to give you a top view angle. And I'm also gonna be using my phone since this camera cannot really film in this way or in this angle. So let me show you what I brought. I have here my Baohong Paper, which you are already familiar with if you're following me on Instagram and Skillshare. This is artist grade paper. You can see I've already painted some flowers, and then I brought some tubes of Shinhan PWC because I'm gonna try to achieve the Viva Magenta color. Have some swatches, and then I have my palette here. This is also a Shinhan PWC, but I just poured it into smaller half pans. Then I have my collapsible cup filled with water. For my brush, I'm going to be using this silver brush black velvet. This is a travel brush. I'm going to show it to you guys later. Then I also brought this book, which is something that I just bought recently. So let me just show you guys inside. So right here you have different color combinations, and okay, so right there you can see some colors. So they will indicate like the color combinations in this bouquet. So it's really nice. It's a good reference book. I'm also going to try and link it down below. I bought this from Amazon. I'm going to be using my travel brush. And this is silver brush and it's a size 6. I'm supposed to use a size 8, but I forgot to bring it. Okay, so I have here my book. So we have some nice references here. And I hope we can achieve the color. I'm using carmine and permanent magenta. I'm gonna mix these two colors. Let's see. And then let's swatch this. It's a little too pink, so I find it difficult to get the Viva Magenta color. So sometimes I make it too pink or too purple, but from like the photos it looks a bit warmer or a little bit close to reddish. I think we can add a little bit more red. Okay, I think that's okay. Okay, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to be painting right now. I'm just looking at reference photos. And I also haven't really been able to film like this. Like I'm filming a video while talking. Usually I do a separate voiceover, but since Avery is asleep, I thought that I would do both at the same time. So I have here my mixture. Maybe we can do kind of a peony looking flower. You can do some really thick strokes and you want this to be quite pigmented. I'm gonna make it more just more expressive. So right here I'm gonna add more water. So it's coming off a little too pink again, so that is my problem. It's always looking more pink, or sometimes it looks too red. Just let's keep it simple. And it's better if you have a bigger brush. This is a bit small for what I'm painting now. Okay, I really wanted some big juicy petals, but this brush is just too small. But we're gonna try to make it work. I'm gonna add a little bit of shadow effect. Let's grab some indigo and want it to be really diluted. I'm gonna add it towards the edges of the petals. Okay, now let's drop in some darker color. Okay, I have here some green, Hooker's green with sepia, a little bit of burnt umber. Just add any browns to your greens to make it just a little bit more natural. So I'm gonna add it near the petals while it's still wet because I love it when two colors bleed into each other. So right now, I still don't know what I'm gonna be painting next. So another tip is to add a little bit of the color from the flower to the leaves. I'm gonna add a little bit of that pink. It's gonna make it really pretty. So use your brush and hold it towards the end of the handle so that you get a more expressive stroke. You can try to wiggle your brush to create a more expressive leaf, just like this. Just try to wiggle, you get some nice jagged edges. Okay, so right here where I'm painting, the sunlight keeps changing. Sometimes it's so bright, then the clouds will cover it, so I'm so sorry if it gets quite dark sometimes. Okay, so now let's move on to this part. I'm gonna grab the same mixture. Okay, I'm gonna tilt the flower so that they're not facing in the same direction. One is facing here, another one could be facing on this side. So you can kind of tilt your paper as well. Just doing some really quick strokes, and then we're going to add just some water and just let it move on the paper. So this came out a little too purplish color. I'm gonna add more red. So again, I'm gonna keep it really loose, a little less structured. That's why we're adding more water. You can see that beautiful bleed right there. Just let it move. Now I'm gonna grab a little bit of indigo and just dilute it like this. Just add it towards like the edges. You can grab some violet as well. Okay, so this is still wet. I'm gonna grab my green mixture and add it right here. Just let it bleed, make it really soft. Okay, so we have big blooms right here. I think we can add some smaller ones. I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that red. Maybe just try to wiggle my brush to create some petals that will look like flowers. Just make it more abstract. can see I'm just trying to press my brush onto the paper and create these nice organic strokes. Just add a stem. Okay, you can see that really nice bleed over there. I'm gonna go up here, maybe add some more leaves. So just look for spots that you need to fill in. Now we can bring in some more color on top and add a small bud. Okay, so now I have to clean that up. Okay, I'm gonna try and finish this painting first. Okay, let's put a small rosebud right here. Good thing that watercolor doesn't really stain that much. Okay, I think we can add a little bit more violet to our greens. Alright, I really feel like we need to add more violet-ish color just to make them pop. Okay. Maybe we can grab some of the violet color here. We add some small fillers. Okay, now we can add maybe some tiny flowers. Just to give it like a pop of color. Okay, there's the sun. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, wow, it's so bright here. Now add some stems. Don't forget the stems. It should all lead back to like the main bouquet. I added a little bit more blue to the violet because it looks prettier. And also, if you look at this reference, you can see that they have almost like a magenta color mixed with this bluish violet color. So it's a nice color combination. It's really helpful if you have reference photos. You don't necessarily need to follow what it looks like, but sometimes like the color combinations can be an inspiration as well. Okay. Okay, so we are done. It still came out a little bit too pink, but I think it's close enough. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Okay, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow.